Hey, hello, this is Daddy Jack's Cooking with the Blues. I'm Jack Chaplin, Daddy Jack Chaplin.
And I'm Bob Jacko.
Bob Jacko, he's always behind the scenes with the camera. And we're coming up on our 100th video. We just had a little printout. We did about 149,000 viewers on the videos. And how long have we been doing it now?
Oh, we've been 30 months. We're coming
30
up
months.
to 30 months.
And just starting to snowball a little bit, where I guess exponentially, more people are finding about it than they hit all the videos. So we have 382 subscribers to the Chaplin's restaurant page, and we're in 168 countries. That's pretty interesting. And so, we've done 98 videos over the 2 years. I started off with wanting to share recipes with the people, professional recipes, where I just get tired of seeing the cooking schools. They just charge so much for people to go to the school, and they really don't show them anything. And so I wanted to show no holds barred. I don't hold anything back. These are the recipes that I produce in the restaurant here in Chaplin's restaurant here in New London. Catering jobs, and some recipes from the Daddy Jacks down in Texas, so the beauty is that I get the feedback from I had a lady, I think she was from Arkansas, and she said that she didn't have confidence in the kitchen, and she really wanted to cook for her husband, but didn't. I guess his mother or relatives were good cooks, and she never felt confident to be able to cook him a good meal. And she's been watching the videos and producing the recipes that I do, which are all real simple recipes. Most of them are 7 to 8 minutes, and that's really done almost in real time. We don't edit much, and so it's great. She wrote me an email saying how thankful she was, and that to me makes it all worthwhile. If people, and I kind of got tired of mainstream Food Network type cooking shows where it'd take a half hour to make one recipe, or they're all using canned music and everything's staged and propped, and you look at the people that are involved in the shows, and they're like a list of like a major movie. 30 people that are helping in the kitchen, and here we do it. My nephew Josh, Bob, and I. We produce the videos, and it's been a real pleasure to do it. And Bob, if it wasn't for Bob, my initial deal was I was going to do a cookbook, and I had the idea to do all the recipes in the cookbook on video and do a DVD with it. And then I got into producing my own cooking show called Daddy Jack's Cooking with the Blues, that we do it on local cable access. Eventually, we're going to put it up on the Chaplin's restaurant page, or maybe we'll do a separate page. Bob's got some ideas to take the show to the next level. And we're also going to include health tips, for healthy eating. I met a lady that is a yoga instructor and also a nutritionist, and she's going to start working with us. We're going to feature like a 1-minute clip on all the shows, or 2-minute clip, whatever, and about yoga, health, and nutrition, and then we're going to try to correspond recipes accordingly. But if it wasn't for Bob, it would have remained local, and I owe a debt of gratitude to Bob for believing in it, and taking the time to put all the shows up on the internet for everybody to see. It's a real team effort to do it, and of course someday we'd like to go major network or cable or whatever, but for the time being, really enjoying what we're doing.
Yeah, it's been really good that we had such response all over the world. The Jack's videos, he has a big contingent in Sweden, in Australia, all over the world. People comment and subscribe to his videos. to learn how to cook, and it's really something to see. 168 different countries have viewed his videos, and it's just constant. And it's not one recipe or one kind of recipe, it's everything. And it's really been something here on this 30 months. I never thought, Jack, did you ever think that we were going to have 149,000 views? I think that's quite a lot.
It's kind of cool.
Keep going on the future.
Kind of cool doing it at a grassroots method, not with a lot of hype and a lot of production costs and a lot of sponsors behind us. You know, we're doing this all on our own, and a lot of satisfaction. You know, I get somebody was talking about my chicken francaise recipe we have, where this is about children cooking with their parents, and it was a kid. He wrote in, me and my dad made the chicken francaise. I can't wait to eat it, and it's, you know, the whole experience of getting people back together again, cooking instead of just ordering out pizza or going through a drive-through to eat, you know, the garbage fast food that's making everybody sick, and you know, to be able to cook a nutritious meal at home and share with your kids and to learn together. When I was young, my mother, we had 5 children in the family. My mother said that early on, I'm going to sit down, you know, everybody's going to cook a meal a week. And she did Saturday, Sundays, and we all did Monday through Friday. We could pick our day and research a recipe, and that just gets everybody interested in cooking. There's nothing better than to look forward to something that you can eat at your dinner table, where you know, where you look forward to it all day. Hey, tonight we're going to have homemade raviolis and meat sauce, or whatever. If you're gonna hold off on snacking and all that because you want to be hungry when it's time to eat that homemade meal. There's nothing like walking. I remember walking into a house as a kid, and you know, the smells of fresh baked bread, or you know, it brings us back to our roots. And I think that's you know, we're constantly bombarded with media. You know, kids can't get their face out of these Game Boys and their cell phones and texting and all that, and I think it's, you know, 5 to 6 o'clock, you prepare your meal, everything's shut off, maybe listen to some music, whatever. Music is great, you know. That's a big component of our Daddy Jack's Cook with the Blues, is with the music side of it, is the musicians and chefs and food and music all go together. It's part of the whole experience. But you know, we don't know where it's going to take us from here. I think I hope we got another 100 recipes, Bob.
Yeah, I think you can handle it. So we'll have some new things for the next 100 videos.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot with the bread puddings. We made a chocolate bread pudding here. I just made a white chocolate blueberry bread pudding that's awesome. I was thinking of doing some lighter bread puddings. We're using less bread and more like a crab meat, like a lobster bread pudding, you know, stuff like that. But also, you know, coming into the season out here in Connecticut, it's springtime, and we really want to embrace the growing season and what's local, what's fresh. There's a couple of good organic gardeners around here. There's a program, Fresh Approach, or Fresh, here in out of Waterford, that it takes. They produce food, and they got a lot of volunteers, and they get young kids involved in growing, and they sell the produce and what they grow, and then they also give to the food kitchens. It's a non-profit. Everything goes back to the homeless. So, you know, if we can identify with some charities, give back at the same time as eating healthier, eating better, that's kind of the focus we're going to go with on the recipes. Right?
Okay.
So, you know, we'll see. We're gonna for our 100th video, we're gonna do a surf and turf, like a rouladen, like a beef rouladen stuffed with a lobster tail. and we're also going to do a seafood tamale. It's something I used to do down in Texas. So we're not sure which is going to be the 100th, but it's going to be one of those two. And again, thanks a lot, Bob.
Thanks a
for all
lot,
your
Jack. It's
hard
been a
work,
good thing.
your dedication. And it's Daddy Jack's Cooking with the Blues here in Chaplin's Restaurant, New London, Connecticut. Beautiful seaport on the Upper East Coast, and or Lower East Coast, I guess. I don't know where the hell are we in comparison? I guess
Kind of the middle.
in the middle. But it's a deep water port, one of the deepest water ports in New England. A beautiful town. I love being here. I discovered it 2.5 years when we opened here. It's got culture. It's got art galleries, tremendous local artists, musicians. More and more good restaurants coming to town, and it's becoming more and more of a tourist destination. So come and visit us. Peace.